on 5 Live.
This is Up All Night on 5 Live. I'm Dawson Adebayo, and coming up in this hour, all the wiretapping allegations are bugging Donald Trump. More on wiretapping as Donald Trump knows it in a moment. The Scottish National Party have been having their spring conference, and we'll get the week's news from West Africa, the Sahel region is specifically. We're more on fake news. And also, we'll be hearing what the morning paper is saying over this side. But first, let's talk about wiretapping, because Donald Trump has repeated his claim that he was wiretapped during President Obama's administration. He was speaking in Washington at a joint news conference with the visiting German Chancellor Angela Merkel. He also denied that the White House accused GCHQ over here of helping to spy on him during his election campaign. He says his team were merely quoting a TV report on Fox News. Here he is responding to a question from a German reporter.
Are there other suspects, or do you think it was a mistake to blame British intelligence for this? And by the way, my second question: are there from time to time tweets that you regret in hindsight?
Very seldom.
Very seldom, and you would have. So you never would have
very
wished
seldom.
Not to have.
Probably wouldn't be here right now, but so very seldom. We have a tremendous group of people that listen, and I can get around the media when the media doesn't tell the truth, so I like that. As far as wiretapping, I guess, by this past administration, at least we have something in common, perhaps. And just to finish your question, we said nothing. All we did was quote a certain very talented legal mind who was the one responsible for saying that on television. I didn't make an opinion on it. That was a statement made by a very talented lawyer on Fox. And so you shouldn't be talking to me. You should be talking to Fox.
Well, the British Intelligence and Security Organisation, GCHQ, has already issued a statement saying the claims should be ignored. Dr. Joseph Fitsanakis specialises in intelligence, national security and international espionage at Coastal Carolina University in Conway, South Carolina. Dr. Fitsanakis, what do you make of the claims that GCHQ were responsible for any form of bug or tap?
Well, these are astonishing claims any way you look at them. I've been looking at the work of GCHQ and its American equivalent, the National Security Agency, for decades. And I must say I've never come across a claim as astonishing as this.
You say it's astonishing, but these are spying organizations. Why would that surprise you if they were wiretapping or bugging anybody?
Well, that's a good point. But remember that the statement that this lawyer made on Fox News essentially claims that the American government asked the British government to spy on a presidential candidate in order to evade privacy regulations in the United States. I mean, if these allegations are even remotely accurate, it will mean a transatlantic scandal of really unprecedented proportions. And I doubt that British or American political institutions are going to be able to recover from that very soon.
They've done it before. I'm not even talking about Watergate. I was thinking more recently. We know that the United States has spied on Angela Merkel, the German Chancellor, who was there in Washington today, and President Trump made the point that we have that in common. They've done it before in the not too distant past.
Yes, but remember that the claim itself, the latest claim, it states that the American government asked a foreign government to spy on an American presidential candidate. I mean, this is beyond any other kind of claim of this sort. That's what makes it unprecedented.
Fair enough. I mean, American governments ask all sorts of things of other governments to avoid the judicial consequences of doing it themselves in the United States. Extra judicial renditioning, for example, was done because those kind of issues would have been criminal offences within the United States.
Yes, that's a very good point. In fact, a lot of those things happened under the Bush administration. These were the times right after 9/11. In the words of President Bush, the gloves came off Several things happened during those years that were reversed, actively reversed during the Obama administration. And so if Obama actually did this, it would mean that everything we thought we knew about the status of the American government under Obama and its relationship with Britain must be revised urgently.
One of the surprises that has come out of this is the fact that GCHQ has gone out of its way to respond to the allegations. How unprecedented is that?
I mean, let's put it this way. I spent the entire day today looking for any kind of precedence of that in the last 30 years, and I simply cannot find one. GCHQ rarely comments on anything. It's not its job to comment. It almost never issues statements at all. And to issue a statement that is worded so strongly is completely unprecedented. Typically, the GCHQ will leave it to the government to comment on issues of intelligence work. The fact that it took it upon himself to issue this statement is an astonishing development in itself. I mean, it sheds light on exactly how furious the agency must be about these allegations.
I was going to say irritated just to be polite, but perhaps furious is a better word to describe the agency's feelings at the moment. How much more furious would they be to hear Washington, the Trump administration, saying that they weren't actually saying, they weren't making an accusation directly, but they were quoting some person on Fox News?
Well, yeah, right. I mean, the fact that the U.S. government chooses to repeat these allegations, these, in fact, I would say conspiracy theories, and by doing so gives them credence, is not only unprecedented in the history of intelligence, but also extremely reckless for the alliance between Britain and the United States. I mean, that's what I think is sort of the breaking ground of these allegations is not so much the allegations themselves. I think, in fact, under the Trump administration, we all kind of become used to such allegations that are unsubstantiated, but the fact that they're leveled against an ally. That is the remarkable thing here.
And also the fact that they are accusing a former president of being, or at least a former president's administration, or at the very least under a former president's watch, that this criminal offence was committed. That suggests that this isn't going to go away. People are asking for the smoking gun to be shown, to the evidence to be shown, show me the money in the Jerry Maguire way. How do you think this whole thing is going to unravel, Dr. Fitsanakis? Because it's not going to go away, is it?
No, it's not going to go away. I'm glad you bring this up because this is not the first time that Trump has made an allegation, or Trump's people have made allegations that have not been substantiated. I mean, the last one was when he said in a tweet that President Obama wiretapped his phones in the Trump Tower. And then he actually requested, or he demanded, that Congress takes action on this. And they did. The committees in Congress that are responsible for investigating intelligence matters actually requested that he or his people provide the evidence. Well, that deadline passed 2 days ago, and nothing was forwarded. And so one has to wonder, is this latest allegation of the same type, where it's just sort of made in passing and then forgotten as if it never happened in the first place? I mean, this is not really the way to run a government, let alone the government of the United States.
Well, sit and wait. Dr. Fitsanakis, thank you very much.
A pleasure.
Dr. Joseph Fitsanakis there specializes in intelligence, national security and international espionage at Coastal Carolina University in South Carolina.